Tell you guys, I'm going to be a part of the class of 2013 class at I really had to sleep on it. You know, I decided yesterday that this is what I wanted to do, and I just had a feeling. I decided that I wanted to surprise the coaches and tell them after the game. So afterwards, I had went in the locker room and I had the sheet. And I was like, I was looking at the sheet, and they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, I just want to know where you guys are going to put me at next year. And she's like, are you serious? And, you know, and everybody started screaming. And it's just me and the 4 coaches, and we're all laughing and stuff.
So you heard the decision right there, and you know, it had to have been just a huge decision, and I know it's a big load off your mind. You said that in the press conference. But how do you feel right now?
I'm excited, you know, to have made that decision and just have that feeling like no other. I mean, like I said, I feel very blessed just to have everybody's support. You know, all the people behind me came out to support me, and just knowing that I have that support, that same presence for the next 4 years.
Yeah, to think about the memories that have been here on this floor, the stands that have been full, and I mean, to know all these people are back here supporting you. But why Notre Dame? When you think about the great schools that came at you, all the great coaches that were sitting right over here trying to win you over, but you chose Muffet-McGraw and Notre Dame.
I did choose her, and you say why Notre Dame, and I say why not? You know, like I said, it all came down to family in the end. You know, I think that was my deciding factor. You know, could I deal with being away from them and not having them present? No.
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, you know, who wouldn't want their family around them, you know, every day? And I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah, a friend tipped me off to a story when you were an 8th grader that Muffet-McGraw had offered you a scholarship, and I said, oh, I got to check this out. And I started talking, I started asking a lot of people, and it was true that she set you down. Tell me about that and just how overwhelming that had to have been at that age to think, oh my gosh, it started already.
I was like 14, and I remember I was like, oh my gosh, you offered me a scholarship, Mom. And they're like, do you know that's a huge deal? And I'm like, yeah. You know, I was clueless to how big of a deal it was. And then, you know, as I went through the recruiting process, and, you know, people were like, why did you wait so long? Well, I had to go out and see. I had to make sure that was right for me. And when it all came down to it, like I said, last night, I just had that gut feeling. And I was like, you know, I'm going to pray on it, and I'm going to sleep on it. And I woke up this morning, and I'm like, you know, we got to do this. I'm ready to do this, and I'm happy.
All right. Well, that's what it's all about, having her happy. You guys happy for her? Yeah. Very happy. You know, that's what it's all about. You see Coach McGraw. You saw some of the video there, and Allison Hayes, you've been talking to Mom and Dad and coaches, and you've got to be happy for her too. We've covered so many things in so many aspects, but to see this young lady here and to know that she's going to Notre Dame.
To be covering her since she was a freshman and to know the talent and the ability that she had, it's been amazing to watch her. And you see the family here behind her. It has to be amazing for you guys as well to have experienced that. Mo, you are her stepfather, you're her coach. You have 2 different perspectives of that. But just what is Skylar like as a girl?
Well, she likes to have a lot of fun. She always is want to be right there, involved with everything that's going on, and she's just a lot of fun. She's a good kid.
When you have your involvement at the Martin Luther King Center, I know she's down there all the time. How much of a role model do you think she is for young girls?
Oh, she's a huge role model. She talks to the kids all the time about everything, not just about basketball. She talks to the kids that don't even play basketball. She has time for them all the time. She knows that they're watching, and she really makes sure that she's an example for them. So she does a great job with that.
And, of course, if we're going to talk about Skylar Diggins, we have to talk about her on the basketball court. You're looking at the number 3 senior in the nation right now, and you get to be her coach. You guys have a chance to maybe try to make another run at state. What kind of a player is she?
Well, she's a coach's player. It's like having another coach on the floor. She knows exactly what it is that you want. And sometimes you don't even have to call timeouts. You just can look at Skylar and say, hey, this is what I want, and she can make sure that happens. And so she's great. She gives it her all every time. She's always the hardest worker. So A lot of fun. Yeah.
Great. Now, you see all the family. It's all about the family. And Renee, you said, I don't know if I want to talk to you about this, but this has to be a huge day for you as a mom. What has this been like for you, and to see Skylar and to know that she's going to stay right here in South Bend?
It is. I'm so excited for her. I'm just happy that she's happy. That was the most important thing.
Is it hard for you when she's getting all these letters and having all these offers to not try to influence that and say, boy, we'd really love to have you stay close to home?
Oh, no. Initially, early on, we knew that, this was a life decision. It's going to affect the rest of her life. And it wasn't strictly about basketball. It's about being the total student athlete. And we knew that of the 3 choices that she was down to, we were happy with all 3. And we knew that, whatever she felt was best for her and wherever she was the most comfortable would make, she would perform the best. And so we're happy with her decision. We're excited.
Any chance you're going to miss any of those Notre Dame home games?
Oh, no. No. No, matter of fact, I think we'll all probably be at everyone.
All right, thank you very much. Now, we had a little bit of a clue that she might be choosing Notre Dame tonight.
I said to somebody, I said, man, that girl's got guts. If she went to the Notre Dame game tonight and she wasn't going to choose Muffet, the Irish did play. They were taking on Evansville tonight, and a heck of a game for Notre Dame. They end up going up and getting a big lead against Evansville, 49-31 at halftime. They led 27-10. Erica Solomon hit the basket down low, but Coach McGraw, she knew she had something. It was going to be a good night. She knew she was going to get the victory, and then she would find out she'd get Skylar. Becker Brashevsky had a career-high 18 points. Ashley Barlow, 19. Skylar's Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 91, 96-60.